Malfurion versus Khadgar.
Knowledge is power.
Welcome, peeps and freaks, ladies and gents. And we're going to be playing a Jade Druid. Something I played a fair bit of when the expansion first came out. Gadgets and expansion, that is.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
I'm not sure how obvious it is to some people now, but on turn 1, if you have this, you always get the golem out. Like I've seen too often, people shuffle it into their deck, and it's just don't do that. It's wrong. 100% wrong. I don't see it as often now. I saw it a lot more at the start. I think people have learnt that you just don't do that. It's just super bad when you don't have any means of drawing more cards really quickly. Then just draw the Jade Golem, like the Jade Golem card. What is it? Jade Totem or whatever. Jade Idol. And if you put it in your deck really early, you're more likely to draw it early. And then obviously Jades usually, the earlier you play them, they're not that great. So you want to play your actual like normal cards, like Azure Drake, Jade, Behemoth, Ancient of War, Aya Blackpaw, and then later game you can shuffle it in, and then when you draw them, it'll be a lot better. That was actually a really fortunate draw then, to draw the Wild Growth. It's gonna be a 2/2. I think we play on curve here. Quite nice. If he is forced to ping this, he won't be able to do a lot with 3 mana. Apart from play a secret, like an Ice Block, or obviously Arena Mage. Well, with the ooze in there, it's, yeah. So here comes the Arcane Blast, most likely. Yep. Okay. So the 2/2 Jade Golem is nice for trading into either one of these, so we can just play the Jade Behemoth. The Aya Blackboard doesn't trade very well with this guy, so I think we pass on that. It's also worth considering the Jade Spirit into Hero Power. I like this more. It forces an answer. You can't kill it with the 3 and the 1. The ping doesn't kill it, and with this he can just run the 3/2 in, and then obviously a 3/3 is not that hard to deal with. Thanks for Forgotten Torch, Frostbolt. It's just a lot of stuff. It's just a lot better to play on curve here. Fireball, most life, Frostbolt. Okay, and then that ping, and then that trades you really well. So when this gets removed off the board, then we can play that Aya and maybe trade up into something with that 5 damage. It'd be really nice. Interesting. Okay, he just really wants to play for tempo right now, I guess. The 1 counter to Ancient of War, I guess, is then Polymorph. That's a great trade for us, that one there. Again, we'll just continue to play on curve. No need to push out our Jade cards out just yet. The Jade cards are always going to be super valuable, right? Is that every spell for a coin, right? Whenever your opponent has spelled a coin. Okay. So I think the thing here is we expect a Flame Strike maybe. If Flame Strike, then he can trade this in. And we're frozen, so we can't actually Hero Power to kill that on the kill the 4/1 next turn. We're gonna have to maybe trade in with the 4/4. It's a little bit annoying. But I couldn't really do anything with the Fandral here while this is on the board. Because giving him spells means that the Antonidas would be really bad for us. Because this is obviously why this is in the deck, right? Antonidas. There's the Flame Strike, like I was saying. So now we might just be forced to trade this in. There's the spells here. Like, we can't give him that Antonidas Fireballs. It's just really bad. Play that for a bit of tempo. Because he just played the Flame Strike. So he's going to need, like, another big AoE clear. Which they don't have, I don't think, Reno Mages. It's just going to hit a Fireball, maybe. Firelands Portal. It's pretty good for him. Plays really well on the mana there. What are we looking to hit with the Mulch? Something else, I guess. I don't really want to use the Mulch here. Really flexible. 18 is still a pretty safe life total. We really need some draw cards, like the auction. The problem with my list that I'm running here is I only run one gadget sound. So sometimes it's a little bit hard to get that draw rolling. Problem is the combo at the very end with the gadget send and everything. You only really need one gadget send for it. It's just sometimes you struggle to get there. We also have 2 nourishes. That's another reason why there's only one gadget send. Like nourishes, we. Okay. Good. Play it. Leave it. So yeah, as a Drake, Nourish, Gadget Sand. They're the awesome draws right now. There's that Antonitis I was talking about, which is why he runs that that other spot. Maybe we just mulch this, right? Like the only other thing we could possibly maybe want to mulch is the 8/8 with Death Rattle, 3 Arcane Missiles. I forget what the card's called. I think this is perfectly fine to mulch. Unfortunately, he doesn't lose a card. And if he does drop the 8/8 with Arcane Missiles, we can always double swipe it. If we don't have a different answer. So he's got 1 Fireball. And the Roaring Torch. There's that sexy gadgets in. Alright.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Ooh. Interesting. So let's nourish first. Will I overdraw? No. Now it's time to just shuffle those Jade Idols in there. Yeah. We'll play the 1/1s. So that's why we played the Jade Idol first. So when we play this 1 mana spell, we have a chance of drawing the Jade Idols. So now the Jade Idols are like really valuable. It's like 8/8s for 1 mana or something. What is it? And we're gonna get a 7/7 then next time. Okay. I guess that's not really a problem. With the Flame Strike down, we just want to keep our board annoying for him, I guess you could say. Because the 1 AoE he has left, oh, the 2 AoEs he has left are Blizzard and Volcanic Potion. We could just use the Wrath then here. Keep more of our board alive. It's not going to get any better. Probably shoot a Wrath first, but it doesn't matter. And then we'll use the swap. Screw the swap, we'll just save the swap for damage. Those 1/1s and stuff are a lot easier to clear with Blizzard. Now we've got the 7, 8/8, and then the 9/9 and stuff. Like, it's going to get a bit crazy soon. I think we got this game. Unless he OTKs us down soon. Some stuff to the face, which is why we didn't play the Feral Spirit. Oh, Feral Rage. He hasn't played Kazakus yet, which is interesting. Fireball to the face. Okay. That's happening 100%, right? We don't need a hero power. I don't think that's really relevant. I don't think it's really relevant. I could be wrong. We don't have any healing in our deck now. Yeah, let's just forget the hero power. And then just make the obvious trades. This is better because then it doesn't die directly to Volcanic Potion. He has to ping it. That's better than trading this guy in. Most likely Ice Barrier.
We're gonna be rich.
And there's the rename. Okay.
Well played. Well done.
Yeah, he just knows he lost. Once you get to this point in the game with Jade Druid, it's just game over. That was a pretty good game. Slowly climbing then ranks.